You talk as if you believe you're truly better than black men. And that's what the world hears. This is another black woman talking as if she's better than all of black manhood. And other groups of women laugh at you because they know they would never say anything as foolish as what you're talking about. Because all it takes for you to come down to reality, B. Simone, is one wrong post. You are one viral video away, one internet canceling away from being back at Forever 21 selling shit. Female influencers like you are a dime a dozen. What are you bringing to the marketplace that's never been there before? How many 40-year-old influencers do you see running around like you?
Manifest whatever you want. I want to manifest an entrepreneur-ass husband. I don't care what you do. Entrepreneur, graphic designer, sell t-shirts, sell drugs, rapper.
See? Entrepreneur husband. And where did she go to? I don't care what you do. Sell t-shirts. I don't care. Sell t-shirts. Sell this, sell that. And you knew it was coming. Sell drugs, become a rapper. If you're a millionaire talking like that.
Y'all, for this past year, y'all know I went viral. My finances. Just my finances. You see how I am. Yeah, y'all made fun of that for like 6 months. Jesus, I had to go through that. But for real, and I'ma still talk about it. There was a point where I had $1 million in my account. Y'all saw me go through the $1 million journey and show y'all the process. And it wasn't to boast and brag. It was just to show the journey, show that it was possible. And now I'm like, oh my God, I'm budgeting. I'm over here doing press-on nails, doing my own nails, doing my own hair. Like, I'm budgeting because I'm pouring into the vision God gave me. God will give you favor if you are obedient. Trust him. We're not doing this for us. It's for what he needs to do through us. He's going to make sure it happens for his name's sake. So his name could be like, this is my name. This is for me. This is for the kingdom. This is for my name's sake. So I'm going to make sure it's right if you're obedient. I would have never gotten to this point with these beautiful women behind this camera, this build out, this 100th episode, this set, this team, these girls from Columbus that have just poured into me and served me and helped me ultimately for a bigger vision and purpose. If I didn't trust God, because when I started, I didn't know what I was doing. When I started, I was like, I was up financially, and then I got a year in, I was like, whoa, I want to apologize. I want to publicly apologize to the internet, to God, to anybody that I offended, anybody that I've hurt with my words, maybe on the mic, or maybe my opinions, or maybe me saying something out of like a response or flesh instead of truly letting it marinate in the Holy Spirit and let him speak through me. When I started this platform, I was in a really dark space. A part of me starting LTTA was to prove that I could stand on my own, or prove that y'all aren't going to keep me down, or prove that I'm going to have a podcast. It's going to be successful. It's going to be the #1 podcast in the world. I'm B. Simone. Y'all ain't going to keep me down for long. And I can't say at the beginning of this, my relationship was as strong with God as it is now. So at the beginning of this, yes, I made a lot of mistakes. Yes, there was a lot of bleeding on the internet. Yes, I was so broken when I started LTTA. And I'm just so grateful that I can publicly say this. I can publicly take accountability. I'm glad God is shifting my heart. I'm so different, and God is working on me, and he just chose me to be worked on publicly. So y'all are going to constantly see me fall. Y'all are going to constantly see me sway and bend and break, but y'all are going to constantly see me get up.
Why is it always when a motherfucker... I don't want to hear shit about the Bible from a Nick motherfucker going through something. Like, I don't want to hear shit from them about, oh, God got a plan, I'm following my vision. The God didn't tell you to bathe only 3 days. I mean, take 3 days to take baths. God ain't tell you to do all the other shit you did that alienated your fan base from you. God ain't tell you to lie on your friend and take what was in her book and put it in yours. Like, why do people only bring up God when shit is bad? Because when she's at the top, she wasn't thinking God. She wasn't shouting that nigga out. She was just like, it's me, I'm B. Simone, all that loud rat shit she was doing. And now that she's saying fucked up, God got me.
Because when people hit rock bottom, they seek out anything that's going to uplift them or bring them help. And unfortunately, it's usually the time when you have nothing, you don't feel good, you don't know what else to do. So you follow what people say is going to be good for you.
So windmilling for hope. I got you.
Wait, I will retort that. B. Simone did shout out God even in her most ratchet of ratchet. Okay. She'd be twerking and be like, but I want to thank God real quick because I can twerk. Like it was the ratchetness.
I don't think that's a bad thing that people, when you fall on hard times, you kind of like go to something that I think the issue is once you get up again, you leave it, right? I think that's the issue. I don't mind people going to God. I don't mind people doing all that type of stuff, but like just stay consistent. And once you kind of get to where you're going, like don't just use it as a crutch and then be like, oh fuck God, like get out, kind of stick with it. So,
But that's the problem. Like, we only ask for them when it's going terrible because it didn't work out the way we wanted. We only praising them when it's as good as we wanted it to be. It's not when we being tested. It's not when he's not coming when we want him to. It's not when we're impatient. It's when things are going exactly how we want it to be. And that's what's fake about it, right? So I'm all good with God and spirituality, but not when you mixing it with complicity or you're mixing God's blessings with you selling out. Like, he's not going to show up at both times. Like, it doesn't happen like that. And so I hate that. Like, what about the devil? You don't talk about the devil, right? Ooh, he's not even real, right? So I feel like, again, it's only unless it's something terrible. Oh, that's the devil. This token, and yeah, whatever. So again, I love God, I do. But I just think a lot of these people, especially these influencers, they have to watch, like what Mon is saying, like, you just got to be not just transparent, you have to be consistent. You got to be authentic with it, because when you just spewing his name out, like I said, when you want to say it and when the games are being played the way you want to play it, but he taught you to reserve your food, right? Your money, but you still lack financial discipline and financial literacy, right? So you was able to get the blessing, but you weren't able to sustain it. So you didn't learn your lesson all the way through. You just wanted it until it worked for you. So that's what I was saying. Like, I'm all with it, but don't play with it. All right, Land.
That's why I feel like right now, honestly, this is her most authentic walk with God publicly, because he humbled her, right? Like, you got to a place where you did have all of this and we would hear God's name every now and then, but when did she ever really take the time like she did now to give him the praise, right? To say, like, God is working on me. He's changing my heart. He's making me better. I'm here because he put me here. I'm helping because this is what he has for me. It took for her to get down to this place. And unfortunately, that's the truth for a lot of us, right? I also don't really judge her for that journey, because most people don't find God until your face is on the floor, until you've lost everything, until you have nothing. And that's actually okay, because God needs a clean slate to work with. He needs ego and everything else to be gone in order to shift you in your mindset and what you believe and what you think you can actually do and what your true purpose is. So hopefully, like Mom said, this continues. If she does continue to, gain more momentum and get all of those things back that she once had, hopefully she sticks with this and she changes her messages and, the way that she presents God and the things that she does. But I don't think there's anything wrong with her falling down and seeking him, because that's what most of us have to do before we seek him to begin with.
A hoe's final form is a religious woman or a realtor.
Yeah. I agree with you, Ty, because when I think about it, right, doesn't matter how many times she, goes to God, fucks up, go back to rock bottom, go back to God, like, because what if it's take 30 times, right? And that 30th time is the serious time. I think about like a lot of people's weight loss journeys, whereas a lot of people been on 30 diets or 50 diets, right? And eventually they might take it serious to the degree that they never go back, right? And they just live that lifestyle. But it's like, it probably is unfair of us to judge people for because we seeing them right in the middle of that journey. Because a lot of people that we look at that are probably successful have been up, down, right? So yeah, I agree with you, Ty.
Can I also add that? So I don't want to judge B. Simone, but if everybody remembers, her and Megan had a breakup, right? And Megan left because she went with God. And B. Simone said she was going to keep on her ratchet. And yeah, God was still going to be her homie, cool, big him up and everything, but she wasn't going to go wholeheartedly on the same journey that her best friend went. Thus, we're here. right? And I do think there is something to say about a lot of celebrities. Like, there's a number of celebrities who will tell you, like, life goes one or two ways after you do a Christian movie. Like, either you got to full-fledged get into that demonic stuff and go up, or you got to let it go and go with God. It's like his one last chance, right? Like, hey, you could make this decision. So for her, I'm just saying, I kind of seen her best friend go one way, her go the other way. And, I just thank God he gives all of us a lot of chances, because a lot of us have messed up in different ways, whether you believe in God or not. Like, you know what I mean? Don't wild out. Now, I do appreciate the fact that she is public about her journey, because there's a lot of people who just fade off into the background and be like, oh, I did it for my mental health, and not keep it real. Like, they messed up. They started talking crazy. They backstabbed their best friend. They just come back rebranded all holier than thou. And you be like, wait, what? Oh, we ain't seen you in 3 years. Hoping that the world forgets that they just took a deep L. So, like, I respect it that she's doing all of this in public.
Outside anybody that's trying to give God the leftovers of their life. Like, why do you want to give him the leftovers? When it was cool when once things go to shit, like, it's crazy. Like, if you love God so much, why do you wait until, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like when men say we don't want women giving us the leftovers after you've been a hoe in your whole 20s. You know what I'm saying? A business hoe in your 30s. Now you want to find a good nigga in your 40s. Why do you think we deserve the leftovers? Now look at the same thing they're doing to God. She's giving him the leftovers.
Dick too.
What?
You have leftover dick too.